Manchester United have progressed through the Thursday night slogs for now, but now they face another issue, the Christmas condensed schedule, and that kicks off today against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park in the rematch of the FA Cup final, which Manchester United triumphed over to win the trophy. Arsenal, as of right now, are top of the table by a point. Manchester United, I think, will have a game in hand over them for a couple of stints. But it's the battle to regain the top spot as far as United are concerned. It looks to be a simple job, doesn't it? Even if they were to draw today, Manchester United's superior goal difference of goals scored of 29, which would lead to a very high goal difference, would actually put them in front of Arsenal anyway. Chelsea are catching them with 26. Starting for Crystal Palace today is Steve Mandanda in goal with Kelly, Dunn, Tompkins and Sousa. Caballos with Flamini, Saha and Conor Wickham, Lee Chung-Young, and it's I don't know who the number 8 is. I couldn't quite catch that. We'll know when we see it, I guess. Everyone on form at Manchester United. There won't be any selection headaches. David De Gea is in goal with Fosu-Mensah, Bailly, Jones and Daley Blind. It's Rooney, Mata and Pogba in the midfield. And a very dynamic front three of Jesse Lingard and Anthony Martial on either side of form man Marcus Rashford. Well, Lee Probert, referee, get us underway. And Manchester United playing today to regain the top, at least for the moment. Arsenal have Stoke City at some point this weekend, I believe, unless another team is always... teams are like, this is when the schedule really gets switched around, so we won't know who's facing who. Next on the agenda for Manchester United, we can confirm, will be West Brom, and I believe that will be at the Hawthorns. Next for Crystal Palace, meanwhile, is another game at Selhurst Park against Chelsea. No doubt Antonio Conte will provide as much challenge as Jose Mourinho's United will in this matchup. Martial. Pogba seems to have shook off his earlier knock. Plays in Marcus Rashford. It's another goal for Marcus Rashford. And it's no surprise. And again, he is just causing havoc out there on the pitch. He and Pogba, great interplay. A good low hard shot past Mandanda. And it's no surprise to say that Marcus Rashford has given Manchester United the lead here. And this is exactly what they need. They need all the points, especially away from home, they can get. These Christmas schedules can be quite condensed. Very many games close together in this period. But when you have Marcus Rashford scoring 8 goals in the league and every number of goals everywhere else, I think you've got nothing to worry about other than fatigue. And Manchester United lead by a goal to 0, and Marcus Rashford has scored another one. Here comes Zaha for Crystal Palace, and well in by Phil Jones. Brilliantly done. What a fantastic tackle this is from Phil Jones to put it out. Brilliantly done. And that is how underrated Phil Jones is. We have a Crystal Palace corner. That's how good Phil Jones can be. Well, Rebi's going to have a difficult one from down there. Kabai's going to put it back in. It's just going to end up with David De Gea. Lingard pushed by Flamini, but Lingard's going to get it back, taking a trade out of Aaron Henwood's book. The ball's going to roll. Flamini didn't get all of the clearance, and Lingard still has it. And still, Jesse Lingard has scored 2-0. Beautiful work by Jesse Lingard. He kept the ball through everything that was thrown at him. Look at this. Tries to put it in, keeps it in, skips over Mandanda and into the back of the net. Jesse Lingard, great work. And he almost lost the ball to Flamini in the first place. Chased it. The ball came loose. He was most alert. That's his 4th goal in the league this season. And Jesse Lingard scores another one. And he's been another kid that's been flying. And this 4-4-2 4-3-3 formation is really suiting these players, because they're all got some pace about them. Jesse Lingard needed improvisation to keep it in, and he did. And Mandanda was coming at him, and he got over him as well. Put it in the back of the net. Wonderful play. Manchester United 2 goals up already. Great interception there by the Palace man, but made away for a Palace throw, or not, because that is the half-time whistle, with Manchester United in another commanding 2-goal lead. And Marcus Rashford gets another one. It's not easy to say how many Marcus Rashford's going to get at this rate. Scoring for fun. Jesse Lingard adding a touch of class to the second. And Crystal Palace have a long way back now. Palace 0, Manchester United 2. Oh, Wicker, great piece of skill there. And they're coming to the game late now. It's a corner. I believe it's a corner. Eric Bailly and Phil Jones have been absolutely phenomenal at the back this afternoon. There's the full-time whistle, and a comfortable win for Manchester United, to be honest. I don't think it was ever really in doubt. United taking the spoils against Palace again. All the work done in the first half by brilliant work from Jesse Lingard, and another goal to add to the brilliance collection that is Marcus Rashford. And Phil Jones and Eric Bailly, phenomenal at the back as well. David De Gea made a couple of saves, but he was rarely troubled thanks to the brilliant work of the back four. Manchester United incomparable here, quite literally. Palace 0, Manchester United 2. United go back to the top of the table, at least for now. Having a look at the other scores concerning with that win with United today. Arsenal and Everton ended in a 2-2 draw. Pep Guardiola's season at City shows no sign of improving, and they only drew with Watford today. Liverpool beat Middlesbrough by a goal to 0. Spurs' Hull City was a 1-1 draw, as was Stoke City and Southampton. So with that, the table now looks like this. Manchester United back into the lead of the table by a point, and with a game in hand over Arsenal apparently. In 4th place is the surprise team of Watford as Chelsea take 3rd. So the top 3 is looking a bit more familiar, but it's Watford in 4th springing a surprise, as Spurs are down to 5th. Palace 6th, Bournemouth 7th, the champions Leicester in 10th, Liverpool 13th, and Manchester City 16th despite the draw. This table is looking unbelievably random. The relegation zone are Sunderland, Southampton and Burnley. The away fixtures are coming thick and fast for Manchester United, with just a few days left between the last match of this one. And we're live for the Hawthorns tonight for West Bromwich Albion's matchup against Manchester United, a team in high-flying mode, and with the fixtures coming thick and fast, it doesn't seem to hurt them. Jose has got a good rotation going on. Manchester United currently a point clear of Arsenal with a game in hand, which is probably today's game if it all counts. And a win here would put them 4 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the table. And the main reason why is on your screen. That is the top scoring teams chart. Manchester United with 31 goals scored, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. Jose Mourinho's teams have been free scoring as of late, with everyone getting touches on the ball and getting goals. Starting for Tony Pulis tonight, Ben Foster will be in goal with Neyman Olsen, Macaulay and Chris Brunt. It's Phillips, Gardner, Jakob and Chadley in the midfield, with Berahino up front. And Darren Fletcher not on the team. Johnny Evans only making the bench. So 2 former Manchester United players in this team tonight. It's almost a full rotation for Manchester United. David De Gea keeps his place in goal. It's Semedo, Smalling, Piqué and Luke Shaw. Morgan Schneiderlin is with Schweinsteiger, Mkhitaryan and Aaron Hemwood, who is the captain today. Zlatan Ibrahimovic makes a start up front on his own. Has been cited struggling a little bit, which will not be good for West Brom, and David De Gea has tipped that onto the post, and it's a West Brom corner. That was going in, wasn't it? David De Gea had to put that onto the post. Hashtag Dave saves in effect early on. We are for a West Brom corner. It's a good header away by Smalling, and Phillips. He's just wide. Richard plays it back to Bastian Schweinsteiger. Great strike, and 1-0 to Manchester United. And it's Bastian Schweinsteiger again. Who'd have thought it? Bastian Schweinsteiger, a man that was quoted to never play for Manchester United again. And he scored another one. Right for the legs of his defender, Ben Foster, unsighted. With the defender in front of him. That's a very good strike by Bastian, to be fair. And, wow. Manchester United just showing no signs of fatigue here. And Bastian Schweinsteiger gets another goal. Adding to the one he scored against Chelsea in the league. And the one he got in the Europa League against Celta Vigo, I think it was. Bastian Schweinsteiger gives Manchester United the lead. Fortunately, the last time he scored in the league against Chelsea, they lost. So hopefully that won't be a bad omen for United today. And here come West Brom straight back on the attack. And a good header away by Luke Shaw. Edward plays in Ibrahimovic. And Schneiderlin is making a run ahead of him as well. Here's Schneiderlin. And a good save by Foster. And West Brom really struggling to keep Manchester United out. It's been deflected away from Aaron Henwood's grasp. Not literally, of course. Schneiderlin. Ibrahimovic plays to Henwood in the box. Henwood is keeping his balance. And the referee is going to book Chris Brunt now. And why is that? Because if this is a foul, then it's in the box. And that's a penalty then. Isn't it? It is. A shock penalty to Manchester United then. I didn't even see it being called. And Henwood straight at Foster. Oh my word. Manchester United for the penalty spot just cannot score. It was a shock penalty to a degree. Well, I didn't even expect that. Aaron Henwood didn't really protest. Chris Brunt got a booking for his trouble. And what a shock penalty that was. Ibrahimovic off the post. And Manchester United just in free fire at the moment. But not for the penalty spot. They've missed another one. Ben Foster saved from his former teammate. And Aaron Henwood struggles as the spot continues. And very well overall on the season. Memphis cuts in. Memphis beautiful turn. Oh my word, what a strike. Memphis Depay 2-0. An absolutely thunderous strike. Memphis cut inside. Ben Foster no chance. Absolutely wonderful skill from Memphis. Another brilliant turn. Oh my word. No goalkeeper in the world would stop that one from Memphis. It's an absolutely thunderous strike. Did he take a deflection maybe? But if not, then it's a thunderous strike. Memphis will be probably credited with it. He is. So that's only his first goal in the Premier League for Memphis. But I think his play has been naturally sublime throughout the season. Into the box, no one there to meet it. Poor cross. Efficiently dealt with by Semedo. And look at Aaron Henwood. Almost lost it, fought to get it back. Mkhitaryan.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minute.
3 minutes of added time and another stroll for Manchester United. In towards Ibrahimovic, it's a goal. 3-0. And it is already game over. And Manchester United here just sublime. That is a great cross from Nelson Semedo. Right onto the head of Ibrahimovic, and that's what he can do. And I think we have found the formation that suits Zlatan and Ibrahimovic best. And it is another goal for Manchester United. This could be another rout here. Zlatan makes it 3-0 with his fourth goal of the season in the league. Manchester United in cruise control. West Brom 0, United 3. Here's one done, and that is the end of the first half in another comfortable game for Manchester United. No sign of fatigue in this early stage of the Christmas period. Gerard Piqué with a superb tackle early on. It could have been 4, but an Aaron Henwood missed penalty. I don't think they will affect them too much. Manchester United here, shrouding in their dominance. And once again, they're up by a lot at the end of the first half. West Brom 0, United a dominant 3 so far. Really taken by Memphis, and now Aaron Henwood causing havoc as usual. Not a bad strike from Henwood either. Well, he's not had the luck in front of goal he's had in the past. With Aaron Henwood, you know you're going to get more than goals, and that is a superb strike. Just shy of the post. Aaron Henwood just doesn't let his head drop, does he? He had the missed penalty, he's had so many problems from the spot, and yet he still plays just as hard as he would in the first minute of the game. And to confirm that fixture, it is Manchester United against Spurs, and that actually gets played on the 22nd. So that might be the game in hand. Manchester United will have over Arsenal. Great defensive work from United. West Brom have rarely threatened tonight. Mkhitaryan into Henwood, who decides to pass out to Ibrahimovic this time. Mkhitaryan! Oh. Manchester United banging down the door. Ben Foster with another good save, to be honest. Look at this passing. Absolutely sublime. It is brilliant stuff. Manchester United playing such beautiful football. Mkhitaryan into Chris Smalling. And Aaron Henwood is going to turn and shoot. And Ibrahimovic is going to turn and shoot. Well, Aaron Henwood shot deflected off a defender. And Ibrahimovic, who's known for doing pretty things like that, he almost put it in the corner. Manchester United absolutely sensational at the moment. And Michael Carrick is apparently warming up in that Manchester United substitution. Another crunching tackle. Aaron Henwood has gone down. And he's trying to get back to his feet. When Aaron Henwood goes down, you know he's hurt. But he seems okay. Just about. And United fans will be an agenda against their team to harm as every one of them as many as possible. And Herrera. And Valencia still on the bench. Aaron Henwood goes down again. And he's back up again. Aaron Henwood. He's just getting no luck, is he? Henwood feeling a bit unjust, and who can blame him? Well, Nancy Chadley is going to go off for Callum McCannon in a West Brom substitution. It's going to be Bastian Schweinsteiger going off for Michael Carrick. Probably be expected, really. I think we're getting used to Manchester United subbing Bastian Schweinsteiger for somebody. McCannon to Jakob. Back to McCannon. And there could be a goal for this. Oh, great save by David De Gea. The referee has pulled it back for a free kick anyway, but what a save by De Gea that was. Stunning stuff. Free kick anyway, but still. Absolutely on it. Get it back. Henwood's not going to catch that. And someone of his determination is not going to get to some of these balls that get played, but like we said, with Henwood, you get 110% every match. Oh, great cutout, but oh, he's kept it in. Well, what a great way to end a game for Aaron Henwood, where he's been dominant, running all over the pitch, and West Brom fans not happy with their team's performance. They've been absolutely thumped at all ends of the pitch by Manchester United in a faultless performance, absolutely faultless. Aaron Henwood running amok, the defence was sublime, the striking was excellent in the first half, and Ben Foster was probably the only reason this scoreline didn't reach double figures tonight, because Manchester United absolutely smashed it and asserted their authority at the top of the table. West Brom 0, Manchester United 3. In the Barclays Premier League with other scores, Bournemouth losing to Southampton by 2-0, but a shock at Selhurst Park as Chelsea lost to Crystal Palace by 1-0. Middlesbrough Swansea ended in a 1-1 draw. Spurs beating Burnley as their wretched season continues by a couple of goals to nil. Stoke City beating the champions, and Leicester are plummeting. What is going on? Sunderland beat Watford. West Brom thumped by United. West Ham beating Hull City in a classic by 3-2. Well, as we said, at the top of the table, Manchester United now moving to a 4-point lead, looking absolutely comfortable and on top of the title at the moment. It can all change though. Spurs in third. The London clubs are actually 2-3, with Arsenal in second, of course. Chelsea another London club in 4th. Crystal Palace 5th, with Watford, Stoke, Bournemouth, Hull and Middlesbrough completed the top 10. Leicester now out of it. Liverpool in 13th. The relegation zone now shows Manchester City with Everton and Burnley. Pep Guardiola needs a change in fortune and fast.